I want to take you guys' tracing to another level, because if you're just tracing and you're not turning those traces into something, you're not really doing anything other than tracing. So let me show you guys how to properly use the tracing boards again, and how to make a composition out of that tracing that goes just beyond just tracing. Secondly, we're going to do our shoe design project probably in about a week or two, and we'll end the year with that. And then the last couple of weeks I'll show you guys a movie. We'll turn that into a project. I haven't decided which one yet. Last year I did Do the Right Thing. Of course, I always want to have a message in anything I do with you guys, but still deciding on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you guys pretty much how to take your tracing to the next level. So here I have two things that I traced. It's a picture of Popeye and Daffy Duck, and I have switched their heads. This head is Popeye's head on Daffy Duck's body, and here is Daffy Duck's head on Popeye's body. And this piece is one I did this in 2017. So we're talking, what, 4 years ago? This was a good piece. This is one of the first pieces I did. It's inspired by artists like Jerkface, Andy Warhol. Who else is doing this kind of stuff right now? Yeah, that's pretty much the guys that I kind of was mimicking when I did this piece. There's a message in this piece, and if you ever get a chance in person, I'll show you guys. It's kind of written across. You're gonna have to read it. I won't tell you what it is on camera, but I'll tell you off camera. It's a good piece. So I have my negative space filled first with watercolor, and then I traced on the images, painted them in with paint, and then outlined them with black Sharpie. Of course, this is supposed to be me, and then these guys are supposed to be different people in my life going in the same direction, and of course I got an arrow pointing me in the other direction. This was a really good piece, and like I say, it's always good to give your pieces meaning. They mean so much more when you give them meaning. The second one I did, once again, I have Popeye, and then switching the heads here. I got Popeye, Mickey Mouse, and of course this is Jake from Adventure Time. And I want to say this was when I was deciding I was gonna get a tat, or maybe, I don't know. But here are some of the ideas I had about tats I wanted to get. And you know, here's Finn tattooed on Jake's body, but really here's Jake kind of his head starts here, and then his feet are here, and his body, you know, anything about Adventure Time, Jake's body kind of is able to kind of go around. And I have different little tats I thought about getting. Of course, I got my Basquiat crown here, which is what I ended up getting. And these are other things. I had planned on filling up this arm last summer, but pandemic, EPMD, art is life, life is art. You know, I love you, Mom. What else? Run DMC. The Kendrick Lamar title, We're Gonna Be Alright. Rebel Forces from Star Wars, you know, just same old from Basquiat, just different little things. And you can see here, once again, I covered my negative space, which is the white space, with watercolor first. Then I traced on my images, and I drew Jake. I didn't trace Jake on, I didn't have that. That's not something. I traced to Popeye, and I traced these Mickey Mouse characters, which repeat throughout this piece, but I drew Jake, which was not, Jake's not a hard character to draw. And I encourage you guys to try, you know, your hand at drawing versus just tracing. But you see, this takes on a, you guys have seen this image, you guys have seen this image, and you've seen Jake, but it takes on a different meaning when you put these things together and kind of arrange them in order, using the, you know, the principles of design. You know, I have repetition, I have rhythm, you know, I got some scale in here with Jake kind of being a larger item here and Popeye being smaller. It's just so many things in here. So this is what we're gonna. This is how I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna show you guys. This is what I'm gonna show you guys how to make today using the light boards. All right. So of course here, same thing you guys have in your classroom. Mine's is a little bigger, and you probably heard me say that before. This is double the size of what you guys have there. I'm thinking about buying some for our program, but right now, the small ones are good because they're mobile. You know, you guys can have them in different settings versus just being in my classroom, which hopefully we'll get back to sooner than later. All right. So if you look here, you know, the button changes the brightness. It's 3 different settings. Well, 4. There's off. There's you know, low, medium, and then there's highest and back off. Okay, so I have a few images that I got from JDC the last time I was in there. These aren't images that I picked. I just grabbed them. I got my man Dexter and the Papa Girls. I got my homeboy Mickey right here. I have a Rose. Oh, I have a Santa Cruz Screaming Hand. I got my homeboy Mario right here. My homeboy Fred. I got this band called Gorillas. All right, those characters there. I have some cards with king on them. Hearts or no spades. I got my man Goku, and I got the Pillsbury Doughboy. So I have a plethora of images to choose from. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I might use them all. I might use some. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a white sheet of paper. I'm going to color the background. You know, it's always kind of, in my opinion, I like to do things in layers. I'm a printmaker by trade, so a lot of times I think like a printmaker, where I have one color on top of another color, on top of another color, on top of another color. And that's the way I kind of put all my artwork together in layers like that. Is how I think. It's not the only way to do it. You can trace your images on white paper, then paint it in. You can paint your background, then trace on the images, then paint them in. You could even trace them on, paint them in, and then color everything, you know, with some watercolor. And you know, it's so many things you can do. There's no wrong way to do art. I repeat, there is no wrong way to do art. Anybody tells you anything different, and they shouldn't be teaching. All right. So what I'll do now is I'll stop talking. I will use the this camera here to show you guys what I'm doing, and I'll stop every now and then and say something. Other than that, I'm just going to speed through it. You guys can keep working, and this is what we'll do for this week and probably next week. I'll print out some more images, but I want you guys to go just beyond tracing, because tracing is a good way to learn how to draw, but you don't want to just be a tracer. You guys are big boys, big girls. You guys are smart, intelligent. I'm giving you so much information just throughout this year, throughout the weeks, about how to put things together. So I would hope you guys would take note of that and try just a little bit. If you fail, that's okay, because only you will know. The definition, well, let me stop talking, because I don't want to get into philosophy and all that stuff. Just try. If you make a mistake, that's okay. You can turn it into something. Remember, if you make a mistake, show me before you throw it away, because I guarantee 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say 11 times out of 10, I'm going to go beyond, I know how to fix it. Or I can have a suggestion that'll take it out of the stratosphere. This is what I do. I take my job very seriously, and I love what I do. This is not, I've been doing this stuff all my life. You know, I'm not I know this stuff. I know what I'm doing. I'm not bragging. I just know it. I just know it. Okay. I'm stop talking, and I'll get busy here. Peace. So I've decided to make a sticker bomb. Sticker bomb is when you take a bunch of images and you kind of stick them together, kind of like if you've ever seen my computer on my laptop. Here, I'll show you right here. sticker bomb like this. You know, just stickers everywhere kind of thing. You might see it on the bumper sticker of somebody's car, a bunch of stickers, or, you know, on a laptop, or, you know, phone, or different items. So yeah, so I decided to go with Pillsbury Doughboy, Goku, the Pop-Up Girls, and Dexter. I'm going to use those. And I'm going to use Mickey, probably not all of Mickey, Mario. Ooh, yeah, I'm going Mario. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to take Mario out. I don't like this Mario, so I won't use Mario. I got the Santa Cruz Screaming Hand and my man Fred Flintstone. And I'm going to use this rose as a repeating element within the image. So this rose will kind of repeat. Maybe I'll make some type of bouquet or something like that. So these are my images, and I'm going to start putting them together now. You guys watch, and yeah, we'll go from there. So what I'll do is I'll trace it today, show you guys that process, and then I'll start painting this week. So I'll do a two-part. This will be me, well, I'm explaining my process now, and then I will finish it probably this coming up weekend, you know, or throughout this week, and then I'll make another video. So it'll be a part 1 and part 2. And then after these 2 weeks go by, we'll move into our shoe design project, which is one of my favorites. And I gotta print out and do some stuff for that, and we'll go from there. Peace.
Say what? Say what? Say what? Come on, Sam. Yeah. Educated man from the motherland. You see, they call me a star, but that's not what I am. I'm a jungle brother, a true blue brother, and I've been to many places you'll never discover. Step to my side, suckers run and hide. Africa's in the house, they get petrified. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. Because they can't stand the sight of the jungle. They never fight a fuss, they never curse or cuss. They just stand on the side and stare at us. They get out of line, I put them on a vine and give them one big push for all mankind. There ain't nothing to it, I just go ahead and do it. I lay down the jungle sound and run right through it. And when I'm on the mic, I never stutter or stumble, cause I'm a jungle brother, straight out the jungle.
So now at this point, I have traced on all my images. But what I'm going to end up doing now is going back over everything with a marker, and then I'll paint them in later. But for right now, I'm just making sure everything looks the way I want it to. And sometimes, you know, you'll have an image that you're tracing, but you can't see all the fine details. The best thing to do is trace the outline, and then go back in and add the details with a pencil. And when you get them where you want them, then add them in with the marker. Okay. I have pretty much put all the images I want on here. I want to go back through and figure out where I want to put the flowers. And I might even change that. Who knows? I might draw some stuff within this composition. But I kind of arranged it where Fred is in the middle. I have Dexter and the Pillsbury balancing each other out. I have Santa Cruz Screaming Hand along with Mickey Mouse. And then Goku is right above Fred. So it's nice and balanced. You know, the edges aren't too far away from each other. And then I'll go through and add some more stuff. But right now, I'm going to stop. And then I'll go through and paint this later and make the second video. But right now, this is my stopping point. This is where I am. So let's go over what I have done. I chose my images. And then I arranged those images and to myself in an aesthetically pleasing way, using the principles of design. You know, you guys should know those. I'll go back over them if we need to. No problem. Then I traced everything on. And then I outlined just about everything. Not everything yet. And then I'll go through with a pencil, finish the details. Then I'll start painting them in. Once I start painting a man, which will be in the next video, I'll start outlining him again. But right now, this is my stopping point. As you can see here on the other camera, you know, it's coming along well. It's gonna look really good when I'm done. It's gonna look just as finished as the first two I showed you guys. That's it for now. Have fun. If you need my images, let me know. Peace.
Cool and quiet, but quick to start up a riot. I write the rhyme, bums insist to bite it. I wear no gold around my neck, just black medallions. I sold the homes of 3 black stallions. I don't care for fair, cause fair